Here's how to get rid of stubborn belly fat at any age. Hey everyone, I'm Jacob, a strength coach and primal health coach at Primal Barbell. And today we're going to be asking a question that many of you have, which is how do I get rid of stubborn belly fat at my age? So let's dive into a problem that many of us are having, but few of us talk about openly. Why is stubborn belly fat so much of a concern? Well, part of belly fat is the fat that's right under the skin, and that's more of a harmless body fat. But a good portion of belly fat is visceral fat, which is the fat that surrounds organs and tissues and leads to health issues, starting with metabolic syndrome, which includes high blood pressure, high cholesterol, insulin resistance, and a poor waist to hip ratio, and then eventually leading to full-blown diseases. So the metabolic syndrome is kind of a warning sign from your body, like, hey, pay attention to me, there's something wrong, I'm going to show you symptoms and signs that a change needs to be made before it's too late. So why is belly fat so persistent for so many of us? Well, here's where I have to give you a little bit of tough love. The reason we have excessive belly fat as Americans is because we're sending bountiful amounts of sugar and or carbohydrates into our body. And a lot of that sugar is being sent to be stored as triglycerides in our fat cells. So today we're going to discuss 3 strategies that you can use right now to rid that stubborn belly fat for good. And these are going to go from highest priority to lowest. So first and most impactful thing you can do for belly fat, it comes down to your diet. I recommend a primal-based diet, which is a combination of plants and animals. And specifically for this fat loss, eating under 100 grams of carbohydrates a day. What that means is that we're going to have to fill up on quality proteins and healthy fats, and then surround that with just a little bit of carbohydrates. This is going to put you in the best position to stop sending sugar or glucose to be stored as fat. So this is one of the most important things you can do, and it'll have the biggest impact on your outcome. The second strategy is that if we're not already, we need to start a strength training routine. I recommend at least a minimum of twice a week full body strength workouts with a barbell. The barbell is, in my opinion, the best tool to get stronger in a gym setting. Strength training is going to improve your metabolism and help reverse the atrophy that we mentioned earlier in this video. Now, finally, we want to insert some daily movement into our routine as well. Whether that means starting from 0 to a maximum of 30 minutes a day. And you might be asking, why 30 minutes? Well, we don't want our movement and cardio to compete with strength training over resources for recovery. We want to prioritize strength training as it's more effective for fat loss than running and walking are. And too much running or walking is going to take away from the resources that we need to rebuild our muscle tissue, recover, and get stronger for the next weight training session. So we can make this all work together, and cardio or daily movement can definitely support our fat loss efforts. But we just need to keep it in the right balance and the right ratios so that we don't overdo it and put too much stress on your body and take away from that strength and recovery process. So there you have it. These are the 3 most effective strategies for getting rid of that stubborn belly fat. Now, even if you're doing all 3 of these perfectly, sleep is still going to be important. So make sure you're aiming to get 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep every night. Now, if you need the fast track towards losing 10 to 15 pounds of stubborn belly fat, visit my website, primal-barbell.com, and book a discovery call. And until next time, stay primal.